What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about how to create multiple streams of passive income. Not just one passive income stream, but as you start to build success online, how can you build multiple streams of passive income, right? It's important to diversify so you can stay safe in case one of those passive income streams goes away. You still have other passive income streams to work with. But let me just tell you right up front, building passive income does not happen overnight. I have a lot of videos down below that's going to teach you how to get started with that. But after you get rolling, how do you get multiple things to help you pay that residual income over time? So stick around, we're gonna talk about it. So I've been building passive income streams since 2008. My very first passive income product was an ebook study guide that I wrote and published over at greenexamacademy.com. You can actually go and see that today. And it's still providing an income for me through affiliate marketing, through my own products. I've diversified out of that single product and created multiple passive income streams. And I blog and I have a podcast over at smartpassiveincome.com. I have passive income streams there as well. I also have a niche site at foodtrucker.com, securityguardtraininghq.com. I have a software product. So I've done the things. I've done a lot of things. Now, just let me tell you up front, like I said earlier, this stuff does not happen overnight, but I'm gonna teach you how you should start building out your passive income portfolio so that, like I said, you can diversify that income stream. Now, if you wanted to get more involved with how my income streams work and where all that money is coming from, you can check out my income reports over at smartpassiveincome.com, and you'll see when you get to see those reports, there are a lot of things that are providing me an income. Some a lot, some not so much, but still, they all add up. So let's talk about it. So number one, the most important thing, focus on one product to start out with. This is the hardest thing because, we all want multiple streams of passive income, but you really got to focus on one stream at first. Now, likely when you're getting started, like I taught you in several other videos, which I'll link to below in the description, when you start making money online, it's not going to be passive at all. I don't want to fake you out and say, guys, you can just press a button and make money overnight. That's not going to happen. You're going to have to work. It's going to be active, whether it's freelancing or putting yourself out there and doing some coaching or something like that, building products, creating online courses, whatever it is, it's going to take a lot of work up front. But after you build those systems to make it automated, then the number one thing that most people do wrong is they go, okay, well, what else can I sell now? The number one thing you should do is focus on that one product first and getting it optimized to a point where then you can unlock the ability for you to go out and start to optimize another stream. Most people are leaving so much money on the table by getting so distracted by all these opportunities, right? And it's completely understandable. There's so many videos and podcasts and blogs that talk about all the different things you can do. But we forget about focusing on that first product and optimizing it before moving on to the next. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Before anything, make sure you have that one product that you're focusing on. You make it as passive as possible, whether that's using tools or automation or even hiring other people to do those things for you that need to be done with a human element involved. Then you can move on to the next one, which we'll talk about right now, which is your best customers are your current customers. So once you get a certain set of customers up front, I can spell and talk at the same time. So once you get a certain set of customers, whether you're selling your own product or you're building an email list and you're recommending products to an affiliate offer, you want to go back to those customers and ask them, okay, well, what else can I do to help you? What else can I offer you to serve you, right? Because oftentimes that one product is just one of many things that they could potentially get involved with to go deeper, to go next level into whatever it is that they're trying to do, right? So if you have your own product and you have an email list and you can email them and ask them, hey, okay, well, what are the next steps for you? What do you want to accomplish next? That's where you can easily go and begin to diversify, knowing that it's going to be something that's going to serve them. You're not guessing. You're going straight to who exactly is already loving the stuff that you are offering them, going to them to understand what to do next. That way you're taking the guesswork out and you can put yourself in the best position to add a secondary or tertiary level of passive income that way. Now, just to guide you a little bit more on this, let's talk about those next steps and the best way to approach that, because there's obviously, when a person buys something, there's so many different things they could do from that point. I want to narrow that focus a little bit for you. So let's write this down. Next steps. And the trick is you want to stay in the vertical. So let's say, for example, you are a designer and you have a great product helping people build their first website. That's great, right? So you've probably have some sort of product or maybe offered hosting as an affiliate, whatever. That might be step number one. So maybe it's, hosting. Well, if you want to stay in the same vertical, that means, okay, well, what are the next steps that can continue to serve that person? So maybe it's some design work or maybe a theme on that WordPress website of theirs of some kind, right? Then what might be next? Okay, so they have a theme, they're up and running. Now they need to create content. So content creation is something else you can offer, something along those lines. Or perhaps related to, let's just keep jamming on here, SEO, search engine optimization, which, maybe keyword research tools or offerings or programs, keyword research. Then what might be after that? Okay, well, maybe services on how to create a product or how to monetize that website, or how to get involved with Google Analytics. I mean, you can go down the line here serving the same customer over and over and over again. And that's where you want to start. You want to start in the same vertical, right? But the next steps after that might be, okay, well, you've done what you can here in this vertical. Now you want to kind of, just let me erase this. After you get involved with that vertical, which is where you would start, you would kind of jump over to the next sort of level horizontally, meaning it may relate, but not necessarily the exact next step, but it could be something, an option that a person could go to. So let's just say, for example, continuing on the same scenario there, okay, we helped the person build a website, we got them involved with keyword research and SEO, they're building content, they're building an audience, right? Maybe that's what unlocks this next horizontal level offering. Now you can start podcasting to expand that audience and get people who can only find you through the podcasting space, right? So now we have another vertical here. So it's horizontally away from websites, but still able to serve them. But now we have a whole new set of things that we could potentially offer in that passive income, as a part of a passive income portfolio. So, obviously there are programs to help a person start a podcast. So like Power Up Podcasting, which is my program. There's also, microphones or other equipment, microphones. There's also the idea of, services to get to be a guest on a high-profile podcast, guest or interview services like Interview Valet. There's also, let's keep thinking here, there's artwork, right? Artwork for podcasting. So all of these things that people in the podcasting space need, yes, they're now in this vertical. And then maybe after this, you jump over to another vertical. So let's just take another example of going, from vertical to another offering on outside of that vertical. So let's say you teach advertising. So you help people with Facebook advertising. You help them master and learn and understand Facebook advertising, right? Maybe you even go as far as offering coaching on the higher level end of things. And usually when you go and increase, the offerings in a specific vertical, you are offering things at a higher level for those people who want higher level coaching or want to pay a lot more to get more access to you, those kinds of things. But let's say you tap out on Facebook advertising and you want to go to another horizontal. Well, people who want advertising or do advertising want more traffic. How else might you be able to offer them traffic? Maybe it is a search engine optimization sort of program or course. Maybe instead of Facebook, we're gonna reach out to Twitter ads and discover how to do Twitter ads or YouTube and video ads and things like that. So if you are the Facebook ads person and you're teaching that, you might want to diversify by exploring other forms of advertising like YouTube and Twitter, LinkedIn. There's a lot of other places where you can get in front of audiences. Podcast advertising, that's another one too. So you can see how we start with one, like I said, and now we offer them all we can with that. Now we move over to the next space, but continue to offer them in that vertical too. Okay, and remember, all along the way, the most important thing before you move on to the next thing, whether you're going vertically or horizontally, is keyword optimize, right? Make sure that you have everything in place so that you can automate it as much as possible. That's where the passive part comes in. You are working on your conversions, making sure all those holes are plugged in. Optimize, optimize, optimize. All right, so we're gonna keep going here. Let's say that you've only offered your own products, your own offerings, your own coaching, your own courses. What else can you do to expand beyond that? Well, obviously you can do affiliate marketing, and that means recommending other people's products and earning a commission as a result of doing that. And this is actually where most of my income comes from, is not just my own products, but through affiliate marketing. I'm actually now expanding horizontally and offering my own products after starting out with affiliate marketing. So there might be products that exist in the market that your audience wants that perhaps you can't even create yourself, but they would buy it if you can recommend it and be that person to offer them just the understanding that that thing exists and it can offer them value. Well, you can get paid a commission from that company as a result and diversify your income that way. All right, next up, let's say you start building an audience and a following as a result of what it is you teach. Well, then you open up the ability to do some advertising and sponsorships, those kinds of things. And those are typically income streams that come into play once you start to build a following. So this doesn't happen right away. I wouldn't start with this. A lot of people think that this is the only way you can make income, but you can make a lot of income by serving a smaller audience through those other means like we just talked about. But advertising, it's passive in the sense that, you set up these things once with a company and then you create those podcast episodes or you create those blog posts and, it's just a fee or some sort of CPM model that will kind of give you that passive income stream down the road. But as you start to build that audience, it becomes a great monetization model that is kind of just, open to you once you start to build that following. Then, there's some really interesting models out there that are very popular in the YouTube and the podcasting space using a tool called Patreon. So Patreon is, if you could think of it as like a PBS, public broadcasting system. They get their funding from viewers, right? Like paid for by viewers like you. And you can actually set up a model just like that using a tool called Patreon. I did an interview with the founder, Jack Kant, and we'll put a link to that podcast episode below in the description. But this is great because you can have people pay you. Let's say, for example, you have a podcast and you have a person pay you $1 for every podcast episode you come out with. You come out with 4 a month. That's only $4 per person, right? But let's say you have 1,000 people who do that. Now you have $4,000 a month in passive income as a result of people who just want to support you to keep doing what you're doing. So this is really cool because you're not selling anything. You're allowing people to feel great to support what it is that you do. And if they love you, if you've built a fan, this is a great model. And then finally, over time, and this doesn't happen right away, but once you start to get known and build a name for yourself, you can do things like advising companies, angel investing in other companies that provides interesting opportunities. You can obviously get involved in things like real estate and investing in the market. I'm not going to get into that today because my home base is really in building online businesses and staying in that realm. So hopefully this video was helpful for you and gives you some inspiration for things you can aspire to. What I would recommend is if you are already making passive income, I would select your second product to focus on and then just, again, optimize before you unlock the ability to add more to your list. So again, make sure to check out smartpassiveincome.com and my income reports there to see how I diversify my income and create multiple passive income streams. Thank you again for watching this. Make sure you hit subscribe and click that notification bell so you can get notified when new videos come out. And I want to hear in the comment section, which one of these passive income streams are you going to work on next? Leave the comment below. Thanks so much, and Team Flynn for the win.